Dear friends who have gathered for this very important environmental summit on sustainable agriculture and food security, organized by the Green Convergence for food safety, healthy environment and sustainable economies. I'm so sorry I cannot join you physically for the convergence, but I'm there with you in mind and spirit. This is the convergence I've been trying to make now for the last 3 decades of my life, dedicated to taking ecological concerns to the level where they become our health. Somehow, we neglected the fact that a healthy environment is necessary for healthy people. And we externalized the environment as if it was something outside us. But food is what connects the earth and our bodies. And when we destroy the earth, we are destroying our health. We are destroying our economies. I have witnessed this over the last 3 decades in my beloved country, India. And you are witnessing it in Philippines. We share similar histories of small peasant agriculture, trying to stay autonomous, sovereign, and imperial powers trying to take our freedom away. Today, of course, the imperial powers are the powers of giant corporations who are colonizing every culture, every economy, every body, every organism. My work on saving seeds began because I believe life is about self-organization and therefore about freedom. And the idea of corporations owning life, creating life is just so wrong. And so we create open-pollinated community seed banks. And in these many years of working with peasants in India, doing ecological agriculture research, we have found that the more biodiverse the agriculture is, which is what small peasants practice, the more health this gives us. My research has also shown that today 75% of the planetary destruction is directly related to the way we produce our food, to industrial agriculture models and globalized trading systems, ensured through the World Trade Organization rules, which should never have been accepted by any country because they were written by the giant corporations to maximize their control, maximize their profits. But in the process, we have lost 92% of all our vegetable diversity, more than 80% of all our crop diversity. We have lost our soils, their health, their living organisms. We have depleted water because these systems are very, very irrigation intensive, and the water that leaves the farm is now contaminated with pesticides and nitrogen. Nitrate contamination is destroying our drinking water. It is destroying life in our water bodies and in the oceans, actually creating dead zones. And that same nitrogen fertilizer then goes up into the atmosphere, contributing to nitrogen oxide, which is 300 times more deadly as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. My book, Soil Not Oil, was an exploration of how turning to the soil can help us deal with climate change, and ignoring the soil and pretending that soil's life can be substituted by chemicals. That illusion has contributed 50% of climate change. Where you have been victims of the cyclone Haiyan, we have been victims of the Orissa supercyclone, of Nargis, Ayla, and they keep coming. They're not going to go away unless we change the way we produce our food. And while destroying our environment, our farmers are being destroyed. India today has the tragic story of 300,000 farmers who've committed suicide. In fact, I'm in the land which is the capital of suicides in India, Vidarbha. This is also the area where the highest acreage is under BT cotton. BT cotton is mainly designed for collecting royalties. Its effectiveness in controlling pests has totally failed. Even the government recognizes it. There are court cases going on right now about the super royalties collected for a failed technology between the government of India and the giant company Monsanto. 300,000 lives sacrificed so companies can make huge money through toxics, which then also are destroying our health. More than 75% of all diseases today are called lifestyle diseases. What is honestly should be referred to as food-related diseases, because that's the core component of what's destroying our lifestyles. Whether you look at cancer, or you look at diabetes and the explosion in obesity, or you look at hypertension and cardiac problems, or you look at neurological disorders, the explosion in autism, Alzheimer's, and other diseases related to neurological degeneration. All of them are related to assaulting our bodies, not with nourishment, not with healthy food, but with a toxic cocktail that the body cannot handle, synthetic molecules that our body does not know how to deal with. High fructose corn syrup, put into everything, sweet and not sweet, taken out of corn, which is GMO. You fought against the golden rice, such a fake offer to solving our vitamin A deficiency problem. It's hundreds of times less efficient than the biodiversity you can grow in Philippines, we are growing in India. The future is so clearly a choice between two paths. A path which will kill the planet, it's already destroyed the planet 75%, with 10% more increase in this toxic food supply system. We would have a dead planet. And there's no life on a dead planet. There's no food on a dead planet. That system also creating disease, and the same companies that sell us the agri-chemicals are selling the pharmaceuticals, also patented. For them, it's a win-win-win. Planet gets destroyed, more toxics, more patented seed, own the climate data, own the soil data, which is what's happening right now. Health gets destroyed, sell more drugs, make more money. We have another option, and that option is the convergence of looking to produce healthy food as the first objectives. We've just launched a campaign against the import of GMO soya, which has overtaken our diets, to bring back our wonderful oil seeds of sesame and of groundnut and mustard and coconut and linseed have so much more benefit. And the false research these companies can buy talked about our oils having cholesterol. No plant gives cholesterol. And cholesterol buildup happens because of the imbalance in the diet. What we are witnessing is ignorance, lies being sold in the name of science and public relations. And that future, where we don't know what we are eating, we don't know what it's doing to our bodies, we are not allowed to know what it's done to the planet. 15% of all greenhouse gases are coming for trashing the planet, for soya expansion in Latin America, palm oil expansion in East Asia. All of it unnecessary because our small farms could produce better, healthier food. And that's the choice we must make through the true green convergence. On our small farms, which are more productive, which produce more nutrition per acre and more health per acre, which give our farmers more wealth per acre, 10 times more is what we witnessed with farmers who have their own seed, who don't use chemical inputs, and who practice fair trade and just trade. We have to build sustainable economies, which are the only kind of economies that will sustain us. I am at Gandhi's ashram, and Gandhi gave us 3 words that should be our direction for creating sustainable and green economies. He talked about Swadeshi, which both means local living economies as well as making ourselves. We've got to start making our seed again, got to start growing our food again. We've got to start processing and cooking our food. We've got to start taking control of the economy. Swaraj, self-organization. The nature of life, that is self-organization. Everything living is intelligent, everything living is self-organized. And every living economy we build has to be a self-organized community, a self-organized solidarity economy, generating more wealth and circulating more wealth, so there is no poverty. In addition to this, he gave us the word Satyagraha, the force of truth. I have practiced it since this bombardment of toxic food started on India. It means the willingness and courage to say no to unjust laws, to injustice, and to lies and untruth and brute force. With our power, with our non-violent power, we can unleash our energies to change the systems. My power is with you, so your initiative, your movement can grow stronger. Again, apologies for not being with you, and I'm glad I could join you through this message. Thank you.